Afternoon Jam 2.0 with me, Fahim, and Ted. Your daily dose of infotainment here on Radio Al Ansar, 90.4 FM in Durban, 105.6 in Peter Maritzburg, nationwide and worldwide, alansar.org.za. Now you can connect with us on 060-904-1056. It's got to be a special day because today Ted has on a very nice, bright, tan button-down shirt, which is pretty unusual for you, Ted.
What's unusual? The fact that it's bright or it's a button-down shirt?
Button-down shirt.
Ah, I see. You know, sometimes I just want to change it up a little bit. I don't want it to be so predictable.
Okay.
Sometimes you must be confused, think I'm going somewhere.
That's what I'm thinking. You're going somewhere.
Yeah. You want to know where I'm going?
Where are you going?
I'm going home.
Okay, where were you coming from?
I've been here all day enjoying the presence and the family of Radio Al Ansar right here. Man.
Okay, so what made you decide to, this morning, when you're getting dressed, what made you decide to wear a button-down shirt as opposed to your usual sweaters or T-shirts or golfers?
Well, it's because I knew today I was going to see you. And you are always so well-dressed. And I thought, it's about time I showed you what a really well-dressed person looks like. Because this entire time, I know I can see the efforts.
Right.
But you know when people try, but they don't ever get there?
I know.
So I thought maybe I should help you get there.
What a thing. Thanks for the inspiration, man. But I get up this morning and we have no lights.
Oh.
And we have no water. Now,
both?
Yeah, both. Now, Friday night, we had no water. Saturday was fine. Sunday night, no water.
No.
Monday was fine. Tuesday morning, you wake up, no lights and no water.
Oh, man, what's going on?
Crazy, man. Crazy.
And so it's just, so you have still been experiencing water shedding, load shedding non-stop.
Water shedding non-stop. Friday night, Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday morning. It's mad.
Jesus, how do they expect you to live a life?
I don't know. It's really becoming absolutely ridiculous. Seriously.
Absolutely.
It's now you open the tap and just hope something comes out.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, we go, okay, cool.
I hate the fact that I understand what you're saying. I know the feeling that you're meaning.
Yeah, so what's happening on the show today? We'll tell you what's happening around the world. Also, if you are someone that hates bringing lunch to work, I want you to tell me, how much do you spend on average at your work cafeteria?
Ooh.
Or how much do you spend out every day on lunch? Later on, we'll be speaking to Huda SA team about construction taking place in Ilovo and a whole lot more. My name is Fahim, and right opposite me, very far away, is...
You sound sad about that. It's like, it's so far out in the distance.
No, it's cool. It's cool. You can get a little closer if you want.
No, I'm good here.
Sure. Maghrib is at 5:21, and Isha is at 6:41. Now, the afternoon jam is brought to you by World of Travel and Farah for better cooking. Now, let's start off the show by showing some love to our grandmothers. Do you have any grandparents?
Yes, I do. I have. Thank everything. I still have one grandmother left. Yes, and I love her to absolute bits.
Yeah,
I absolutely adore her. I think grandmothers can never do anything wrong, can they?
Of course. What do you call her?
My mom cool. Koko. Yeah, Koko.
Yeah, I remember my grandma as well. She'd be up like really early, the tahajjud time, early in the morning, and be reading non-stop. She used to pray and pray and pray, and then read a Fajr, and late after Fajr, then go and have a nap. And was always, when I remember her, it was just she was praying and reading.
Yeah.
There was one, and then another grandma, and the granddad, but one granddad I never knew. Yeah, but anyway, that's today is National Gorgeous Grandma Day.
Oh, lovely!
And we want to take the time and recognize all the women who embrace the age of being a grandma, whether they are grandmothers or not. Yeah, so now, you get some kind of grandmothers, who fit this like traditional mold with the gray hair, and will do the baking of some biscuits and homemaking or sometimes knitting. They love to give you hugs. They love to give you some extra spending money, But nowadays you get some grandmas who are sporting a whole new role. They don't even look like grandmas.
Oh, I would like to agree with you on that heavily.
Yeah.
Heavily, for sure. The new grandmas now have an update. They look like mothers more than grandmothers.
Like, that's your grandmother? Whoa, okay. She is quite a hip and happening grandmother.
Have you ever had those situations where you're like, that's your grandmother? Then I have to see your mother. And then I have to see your daughter now because there's no way. There's no way.
Actually, no, I haven't. But yeah. But no matter what type of grandmother that you are, or whatever the grandmother is like, they all are different, but we embrace all grandmothers. We show lots of respect to all the grandmothers. Some can be very hip and play very fun games with you. Some can wear the latest styles. Some even know how to find the best deals on technology. And some grandmas on WhatsApp and checking out statuses and doing the whole toot. We're living in different times.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Is your grandmother on the social medias?
No. My grandparents passed on long before social media came about. So yeah. But even if they were still around, I don't think any of my grandmoms would have actually been on social media.
Really? Why not?
They just were not that type.
They were not that type?
Not that type, yeah.
I taught my grandmother how to use WhatsApp because she was like, you guys are always busy. We don't have time for phone calls. I was like, you can just send us messages.
Yeah.
And, I taught her how to use it. And then I unlocked sort of Pandora's box I didn't think I would unlock.
Because now she sends you WhatsApp messages nonstop.
I taught her how to send memes.
Oh.
And now I get good morning memes, good night memes, have you eaten lunch memes. She purely communicates in memes or selfies or just photos.
So she's like a meme gram.
Yeah, definitely. She'll send and she'll like, oh, look at this meme I found. It has nothing to do with me. She says, here, look at it.
Yeah, so tell us, 060-904-1056, tell us what makes your grandmother so special. I remember my grandma in Pietermaritzburg. One was in Pietermaritzburg, the other was in Isipingo. And going to her home in Pietermaritzburg, we'd go for school holidays.
Ah, yes.
And climbing the trees, riding our bicycles, having a cereal called Quake Up. I don't know if any of you remember that, but it was called Quake Up.
Like from Nesquik?
No, it's just it was a different cereal. It's discontinued.
Oh.
It was very nice. It was just something about that. Quake Up. And also I remember her making the best Maltabella. You know Maltabella?
Yeah, I do. I haven't had it in a while.
Yeah, I remember her making the best Maltabella and Quake Up. And somehow the water and the food just tastes different in Maritzburg for some reason.
Maybe it's because of the love that your grandmother was giving you.
Possibly.
They say that when you feel that type of happiness, everything just tastes and feels better. It could have just been that. Just the love from your granny.
Salams for him and Ted. Yes, for him, you right. Nowadays, grandmothers look very young. Not all.
What? Most, though. Most.
You think so?
I mean, definitely. I think it's because of the research era that we're in. Many people have face creams and better eating, better life and everything. So it definitely helps.
Yeah, so that's your gran. If you have a story about your gran and tell us why your gran is so special, you can do so right now on 060-904-1056. It's the Afternoon Jam. You are on Radio Al Ansar. Stick around, stay with us. We come to you live from our studios here in Durban on 90.4 FM in Durban, 105.6 in Pietermaritzburg.
يا من صليت بكل الأنبياء يا من في قلبك رحمة للناس يا من ألفت قلوبا بالإسلام يا حبيبي يا شافعي يا رسول الله بأمي وأبي فديتك سيدي صلاة وسلام عليك يا نبي حبيبي يا محمد أتيت بالسلام والهدى محمد حبيبي يا محمد يا رحمة للعالمين يا محمد يا من حليت حياتنا بالإيمان يا من بجمالك علمت الإحسان يا من نورت قلوبنا بالقرآن يا حبيبي يا شافعي يا رسول الله بأمي وأبي فديتك سيدي صلاة وسلام عليك يا نبي حبيبي أتيت بالسلام والهدى محمد حبيبي يا محمد يا رحمة للعالمين يا محمد محمد رحمة للعالمين رحمة للعالمين محمد رحمة للعالمين محمد رحمة للعالمين رحمة للعالمين حبيبي يا محمد أتيت بالسلام والهدى محمد حبيبي يا محمد يا رحمة للعالمين يا محمد حبيبي يا محمد أتيت بالسلام والهدى محمد حبيبي يا محمد يا رحمة للعالمين يا محمد.
The Afternoon Jam, brought to you by World of Travel.
Plan your dream holiday with this specialist, World of Travel. As we pride ourselves in offering you the best in Hajj and Umrah, we also offer travel packages to the Middle East, Far East, and many more exotic destinations. Call our professional travel consultants now on 031 20 8877 or view our website www.worldoftravel.co.za. Visit us at 44 Crescent Street as memorable journeys begin with World of Travel by Irshad Malik.
People of Palestine need your support now. Africa Muslims Agency is on the ground, already providing food, medication and emergency supplies in Gaza. Donate any amount to Heal Palestine at africamuslimsagency.co.za. Africa Muslims Agency, empowering, educating, inspiring.
Don't miss out the annual fundraising dinner 2024. Al-Aqsa in the End Times is here. On the 26th of July, head to the NMJ Islamic Center, Henry Road, Morningside. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. for Maghrib at 6 p.m. The jaw-dropping highlights include free ticket giveaways to Al-Aqsa, riveting talks on Dajjal and the End Times, proudly brought to you by Shuamitas Travels, and an exclusive book launch by Sheikh Fahim. Tickets are just 250 Rand. Grab yours now and be a part of this epic event.
The Afternoon Jam, brought to you by World of Travel.
So a message now from Asmad says, Salams for him, everything is upgraded and so are the grandparents. I'm one of them. You're an upgraded grandma.
I like that. It's an
Nice
upgraded
one.
grandmother.
But how's this one? It says, Salams, I'm 47 and a grandma. Sure.
47.
Yo, you started early.
Yeah.
My grandchild is 3 years old and makes me jump with her on the trampoline. Well, you're still young. You can still jump with her on the trampoline. So that's cool. So you became a grandma at the age of 44. Sure. When did you have your child? At 20 or so? I would assume. That was very young.
Yeah.
But actually pretty cool to be 47.
Yeah, to still be able to play with your grandchildren.
But imagine now, you're 47 years old, you have a 3-year-old grandchild. I mean, that's wow.
She must be elated.
That's tops.
Yeah.
Tops. So I think grandparents are becoming younger these days.
You think that like maybe they just get given grandparenthood? Can you call it grandparenthood at a younger age?
Yeah, the earlier you start, the earlier you can become a grandma, grandpa.
That's something to look forward to.
Yeah, so going to work is pretty cool. Everybody, we are conditioned to believe that we should work 9 to 5. Oh, before that, let's give you a quick traffic update. Here is our traffic reporter, Ted.
All right, I want everyone to drive safely and calmly, and remember, a crash on the N3 eastbound ramp from the Market Road is now clear, so drive safely. A stationary vehicle on the M3 westbound before the ramp to Pavilion, the St. James Avenue left lane is closed. Please drive carefully and slowly. The M3 bi-directional between the Cliffdale and the M13 going towards Pinetown is now clear, and please proceed with caution and please be aware of other drivers around you. Ongoing roadworks on the N3 between Cato Ridge and New England Road. Restricted lanes, please drive carefully. And please be aware of all your surroundings. As we know, in Durban, a lot of construction happens. Watch out for debris and people in front of you, and please keep a safe distance between each car.
And don't ever forget your please and thank yous. As you know, you've said please in this one report about 11 times.
Really?
Yeah, it's cool. Please,
I'm sorry.
Please do that. Please do this. Please. You're pleading to everybody.
It's just because I think I've seen so many car accidents now that the road accidents have, the roadworks have started, and it kind of weighs on my heart a little.
Yeah, well, we'll keep you updated with what's happening on the roads. But are you one who takes lunch to work?
I have to be honest. No, I don't.
So you don't eat the entire time you are at work?
No.
You don't get hungry?
I do. I never say I don't get hungry, but I don't carry lunch.
Is there a specific reason for that?
Well, I want to make sure that my workspace is always clean and prepared. And also I have a lot of people going in and out of my quote-unquote office.
Well, you can go to the cafeteria or canteen or sit outside in the car park and have a little sandwich or something.
Yeah, it's true, but I truly do love the studio. So I spend a lot of time in here preparing, making sure it's all up to code and making sure it's the best. So sometimes I will admit time does slip from me, and I do.
Yeah, because there are people who, for some reason don't like carrying lunch to work, and they either ordering food from a fast food outlet or they get their food from the work cafeteria. But things have become so expensive these days, and trust me, that's caused some people to take a step back and be like, whoa, hold on, my pocket is bleeding. Let me cool off. If you are that person, let us know how much do you spend on lunch, and if the high prices of food have forced you to reconsider bringing lunch from home. Now, you spend quite a considerable number of hours in studio, and you said you don't bring lunch, and so I'm sure when you get home, you're pretty hungry.
Most of the time, yes, I am quite hungry when I get home, but also, when there are small gaps in between, I'm so thankful and fortunate to have our deli that's so close to us. So I usually, if I have a spare moment in time, I grab a sandwich.
Oh, so you will get something to eat.
If I have the time, I have the time.
Well, let us know, how much do you spend on lunch? And if the high prices have forced you to change your mind, let us know on 060-904-1056, and also send us a voice note on the same number. This message from Frank says, salams to all. Wa alaikum salam. 40-year-olds are in the youth league. I agree.
Sorry?
40-year-olds are in the youth league.
If you're 40, you're still in
youth. Yeah.
Okay.
In 70s, there was Salusa 45. I know of 54-year-old guys who are taking this to become 45 again. But when the father-in-law came to visit, he finished all the Salusa 45.
Wow. I want to say that's kind of impressive, no?
Yeah, but I don't know. Do you still get Salusa 45? I remember it was a thing before. So it was Salusa 45, so you start taking it when you're 45. It was like a multivitamin, I'm assuming. Something just to keep you alert and energized. But it's now, they say 60 is the new 40.
I mean, do you see a pattern, though? The grandparents are just getting younger and younger. Wow.
Aisha Mullah, thank you for your message. She says, Assalamu alaikum, always a great show. Okay, so I was a grandmother at the age of 39.
Whoa!
Yo, okay. Now that is a young grandma.
That's wow.
I mean, you could take your grandkid to school and people will assume
think you're the mother.
That you're the mother. Yes. I mean, that's a very young grandmother at 39.
39.
Alhamdulillah, fortunate enough to be blessed with 10 grandkids. And inshallah, my eldest grandchild will be 21 this year. Wow, that's amazing.
Is this the same person?
Yes. And the baby, the youngest grandchild, is 3 years old. It's actually a blessing to be a young grandmother and enjoy every time spent with them. Yeah, it's a great blessing. It's amazing to be such a young grandmother.
I mean, I think mashallah is in order for such a fruitful family that you have right over there. Wow, I've never heard of a 39-year-old grandmother.
That's very young. That's
Yeah.
very young. 39.
Yeah, it's the first time for everything right here on the Afternoon Jam.
I know some girls who are 39 and still not yet mothers, not yet married. Okay, and so forget about the grandmother, not yet a mother. And here at 39, a grandmother. Wow, alhamdulillah. That is absolutely, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing. Absolutely.
Must have been a good feeling for her becoming a grandmother at that age and like, wow, I'm actually a grandma at 39.
I know, right? She can actually go to the sports days, run around, jump around with the kids. The kids can basically have two mothers.
Of course, Sanams, okay, let's see. What does it say? Please pardon me for saying this. We don't know what you're going to say. Last year at my grandmother's nikah in Lodium, I was introduced to members of the groom's family as this is Jumana's Dadi. And this is what someone said. Wow, she looks like the mother. Makes one feel good in spite of the age. Mrs. Ahmed, of course.
Of course.
If someone says you are the granny, but they're saying you look like more like the mother, you see, that's definitely you'll be feeling pretty good.
Absolutely. No doubt about that.
Yeah, so we'll talk to you after the news, 5 o'clock. We got Eric here who's on standby to give you the latest and breaking news as it's bang on 5. So we'll hand you over to Eric. Stick around and stay with us here on the Afternoon Jam Radio Al Ansar, brought to you by World of Travel and Farah for better cooking.
Radio Al Ansar. An informative Islamic global perspective. This is Al Ansar News.
Making news this hour, 23rd of July, the news from Durban 90.4 FM, Peter Maritzburg 105.6 FM. KwaZulu-Natal Transport MEC vows to resolve ongoing disputes over taxi routes. America Monina. KwaZulu-Natal Transport MEC Siboniso Duma says a 2-year tussle over taxi routes in the province will be resolved. A meeting will be held on Thursday between the department, Taxi Council Santaco, and law enforcement officials. Earlier today in Mpangeni, the R34 near Mpangeni Mill was blocked on both sides using minibus, taxis and trucks. Yesterday, there was another blockade by the taxi operators on the R66 in Mayiwane in Ulundi. The MEC spokesperson in Ndabezi Hlesbia says that the department's interventions and enforcement of the law will be intensified to ensure stability. More news. President Ramaphosa is presenting a budget in Parliament. He says they will build on the work done by a past administration.
Good democratic administration, as we define the priorities of the government of national unity, we are building on the progress made during the course of previous administrations. We have made significant strides over the course of the last 5 years to restore our country and our economy. We need to sustain the work that has been done and see many of the measures we have taken through to completion. At the same time, we need to appreciate the changes that have taken place in government, and we need to respond to the mandate from the electorate of our country. The President
by Irshad Malik.
Hey, don't you hate it when your cake or icing just doesn't come out right?
Oh, all the time. It's so frustrating.
Well, have you tried Wooden Spoon? It's a margarine specifically made for baking, and it creates perfect icing as well, every time.
Really? That sounds amazing.
Yeah, not only that, it's by the South African Cake Decorators Guild. And you know what else? When I use Wooden Spoon, it makes me feel like I'm baking with the pros.
This cake is amazing. What's the secret ingredient?
Wooden Spoon margarine, my friend. It's the magic to perfect baking every time.
The Afternoon Jam, brought to you by World of Travel.
The views and opinions expressed by the presenters and guests of Radio Al Ansar are not necessarily the views and opinions of Radio Al Ansar and the Al Ansar Foundation.
It's 10 past 5 o'clock. This is the Afternoon Jam, Radio Al Ansar. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. If you just joined us, my name is Fahim, and with me is
Ted,
who's not a grandfather and doesn't plan on being a granddad for anytime soon.
No. I have to first have a child.
True.
And then the process goes on
That's
from
how
there.
it works. Rashida says, salams for him. How I wish to be a grandmom. Looking forward to it. Well, inshallah, Ameen.
Inshallah.
You will be a grandmom soon. Aisha says, Assalamu alaikum. I'm 50. Oh, you're pretty young. I have 2 grandkids.
Whoa.
Wow. There's quite a few
Yeah,
young...
there's some young grandmothers out here.
I never knew that. But I'm 50, have 2 grandkids. One is 3 and the other is 9 months. But still, so you became a grandma at the age of 47.
Yeah.
We still have 39. 39 is the youngest.
Yeah, 39 still in my head.
Leading the pack. Alhamdulillah, we enjoy water slides, cycling, and enjoy lots of fun activities. I've been told a lot what a young grandma I am. And many can't believe that I'm a granny, honestly. I guess it's all up to you, how you keep yourself going. And this is from Sister Aisha Desai.
Oh, Aisha Desai, you might need to share some of your secrets to stay so young and fresh.
But it's amazing, nice,
right?
That we're getting such young grandmas and grandparents coming through. Assalamu alaikum, my brilliant Jam team. Shukran for the show. I became a grandma to a 7-year-old. You became a grandma to a 7-year-old?
Like instantly?
How did that happen? Okay.
Okay.
Let's read on. 7-year-old, that's Hani, and a 5-year Muhammad Asad. I'm called the super smart nanny by them because we have quality time playing outside with mud and all our old time games, which is fascinating to them. We have tea time, or maybe, you became a grandma to them maybe through marriage.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have tea time with porcelain cups and saucers, and also jump time on the beds. We are besties, and no night goes by without saying, I love you, Seaful. The best days of our lives, and bold and beautiful. Thank you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for blessing with these angels. Wow. That's
wow.
Nice.
She genuinely does sound like a best friend.
Yeah. Hey, now here's another winner.
Okay, let's hear it.
I was a grandfather at 45.
Sorry?
Yeah. Not me. This message.
No.
Yeah. So he was a message. He was a grandfather at 45, and now he has 2 grandchildren at 48. I can't believe that.
I don't believe that.
A granddad at 48.
At 45?
At 45, yeah.
Wait,
45.
My father would be a grandfather then in that case.
Oh, I'd still be making babies at that age. His babies are making babies. Sure.
You're still thinking about your first generation. He's already on the second generation.
Yeah.
I mean, well done to you at that young age.
That's excellent.
Wow.
In the men's section, here's the winner.
Yeah,
grandfather
the men,
at 45.
You're in the pack.
Tremendous.
Wow.
45-year-old grandfather. Yeah,
that could be you in a couple of years.
Let's see. Yeah. So anyway, what's happening around the world today? President Ramaphosa signed 3 bills into law focusing on small business, climate change, and public procurement in South Africa. These include the public procurement, climate change, and national small enterprise bills, which have now become acts of parliament. And also, the health ministry in Hamas-run Gaza said yesterday that an Israeli operation in the main southern city of Khan Yunis killed 70 people and wounded more than 200 people. This was after Israel warned its forces would forcefully operate in the area. It's taking ridiculousness to another level. Thousands of Palestinians have fled southern areas of the territory following the Israeli army's temporary evacuation order for parts of Khan Yunis, including the Al-Mawasi humanitarian zone. Another message comes through. So Islam's, hope you're well. I'm turning 46 tomorrow and not even a mum yet. So wish to become one. Yeah, imagine we having a 45-year-old grandfather and he has a 46-year-old who's not a mum yet. Well, firstly, you have to be married.
Yeah.
So we don't know if you're married or not. If you're not married, we'll make dua, inshallah, that you get married soon. And then soon after you get married, you become a mother.
A mother, absolutely. And then after that, it's just 20 years and then you become a grandmother.
That's if your child starts young. You're going to wait 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm a nani. My pyari is 22 months old. When your granddaughter calls you nani, cannot be explained better than all the tea in China. What a comparison there.
Right?
Better than all the tea in China.
All of it.
Salams, how much is the Relic Expo?
The Relic Expo?
Yeah.
Not sure, actually. You can call our reception and I'm pretty sure they have the answer for you.
Okay. Okay. This one says, married 14 years already. Okay. So you got married at the age of 30. You're now 46. We make dua that inshallah, Ameen. Everybody say Ameen.
Ameen.
That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you with a child very, very soon.
Very soon.
Because 14 years already. So not 46. You got married at about 32. Yeah. So let's hope, inshallah, that you're blessed with a child and become a mother very, very soon. And experience that whole feeling of having your own child and having somebody that's part of you.
Everyone always describes it like it's
a different feeling. Yes.
Yeah, it's like almost catching a star.
Yeah, you were catching
a star.
A store.
A star.
Catching a star.
I'm not saying that right.
You're saying store. I'm like,
star.
Where'd that come from? Yeah, so I'm catching a store. You say catching a star. Star.
A star.
Or you can say star.
Star.
Yeah. Store.
I said star.
You said store.
I said star.
I'm catching a store. Like catching a store. It is a feeling like catching a star.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what it feels like to catch a star, but having your own child, you can have your brother's children or your sister's children or somebody else's child and say, this is like my child, but it'll never be like your own child. That's a complete different feeling. So now, inshallah, you experience that very soon.
That brings me to my next question. If it feels like that when you have your own child, is it amplified when you carry your grandchild?
I don't know, but I'm sure it must be.
I'm thinking the same thing because now you're already expecting it and then you see your grandchild, you're like, I can't believe it. This is me 2 generations down.
Child having a child.
Right?
Must be amazing. Salams, my grandparents were so young that at madrasa, everyone thought that they were my parents and my mum was my sister. Wow.
Whoa.
History repeats itself now because everyone thinks my parents are my son's parents and I'm the sister. Wow. Alhamdulillah for grandparents who are the best support systems in the world. That's without doubt.
Absolutely.
Grandparents certainly the best support systems in the world, but I imagine it's a good feeling knowing that, hey, you're the mother, but they think you are the sister.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Ice cream uncle resigning now. He already stepped down so many times. So Shamala auntie is taking over. Okay, yes. We'll have to see what happens there. Assalamu alaikum. I'm 60 with a 16-year-old grandson. Wow, this was pretty young as well.
Yeah,
46.
46.
I swim and I'm on the trampoline every day. I see the trampoline's pretty.
Yeah, the trampoline seems
pretty
to be
popular with grandparents.
Let me make a note of that.
Yeah,
let me make a note. Trampoline every day.
Future purchase trampoline.
Yeah, for future purchase
for my grandkids. I take the kids to school every day and I attend school meetings. Wow, that's a good grandparent.
That's a very good grandparent.
Because I don't know if you're a grandmother or grandfather, but whether you're grandmother or grandfather, you attend your grandkids' school meetings.
I would have loved to have my grandmother attend my school meetings.
Why?
I have to be honest. I was her favorite, so I feel like it would just be much better.
My grandchildren are my life. It's a feeling you have to experience, can't be explained. Like really, when you become a father as well. Exactly. You have to experience it. You can't explain the feeling. I mean, it gets to you when you see everyone else, especially younger ones, having babies and you're still not a mom. Yeah, it can be a difficult situation, especially when you are in this situation of being married for a long time. 14 years is a long time.
Yeah.
And still haven't been blessed with a child.
But as actually my grandmother used to say, everyone's on their own timeline. just because you see someone else's timeline moving faster than yours doesn't mean your happiness and love and joy isn't coming on the way.
Of course, definitely. So have hope, have faith, and inshallah, you'll be blessed by becoming a mom very soon.
Ameen.
This one says, husband passed away. I was 43. Became a grandmother on his 40 days. Assalamu alaikum. Sure.
Oh.
That's a sad situation.
Yeah.
But, you lost someone.
And then
you gained a grandchild. But still pretty young. Very young.
Very young.
There's lots of 40-year-olds.
Yeah, the 40, I was thinking the same thing. The 40
some odds, as grandparents. Wouldn't have thought that. But anyway, it's time for Maghrib. So stick around and stay with us. We will talk to you after Maghrib. This is the Afternoon Jam. You are on Radio Al-Ansar.
This Azan is sponsored for the Isale Sawab of Marhum Muhammad Farooq Latib and all Marhumin. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant them the highest abode in Jannah. Ameen.
أعزائي المستمعين، حان الآن موعد أذان المغرب لمدينة دربن وما حولها.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة والدرجة الرفيعة وابعثه مقاما محمودا الذي وعدته